depression, tried to commit suicide.
It was very tough before I come here. I didn't have any focus or anything.
He's got PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's come back from his army days, and it just hit with our lads coming back from Afghanistan. He was a completely different person. He was no longer the man I married or the man I knew. He was just not him anymore.
An hour or so later, you'll go past the conservatory and see him sitting there, half dozing off.
The last year before I came, due to an accident, it'd been very bad, very lonely.
My life wasn't that good at the time, really. You know, I needed something else to occupy me.
We have a lot of patients with social anxiety that have been through various things in their lives that make them very anxious.
I mean, he wouldn't go out the house unless I went with him. There was no way you'd get him down the town area, in the shops, anything like that.
The most important thing, obviously, is to get them to start feeling better, to look at their medication and to see what, you know, we can actually do to aid their recovery.
I mean, he's had his counselling, he's had his counsellor, and they got him to a degree, say 10 or 15% better. Frame of mind is what's actually pulling him together.
When I first walked through the door, I was taken back by all the machinery. I thought, I'll never get the hang of this. It's too much.
I was very anxious and very nervous when I first came. But they make you feel so welcome.
I thought it was something I wouldn't be able to do because it was completely different to what I've been doing throughout my working life.
And within a couple of weeks, you can see they've got more confidence. There's just something about them that they're different.
I think we have to look at it more than just the picture framing. One, it's the commitment. Two, it's coming by a certain time and leaving by a certain time.
And I treated it like going to work, so I had to be here at a certain time, had to do my work, and had tea breaks at proper times.
When I mention it to people, there's no sort of, oh, I don't know, they're very keen. It's something that seems to appeal to people.
I've learned how to make the frames and to
so what was that one?
Like add up.
14. So we're
he sees this as a place where people come to work, and he's realised that there are things that he can do,
go to the machine and we've cut
and that he will be able to do, and he just loves it.
People come in from all walks of life, all backgrounds, and they have different needs at different times of the day. So every day is a challenge.
We took it one step at a time, and suddenly the bits started to work together, started binding.
I feel like I've got, you know, more of a purpose now, and yeah, routine. So it's been very beneficial.
It's absolutely wonderful. I mean, it just gets me out of the house and meeting people, different people. And
I've made a lot of friends thanks to Frame of Mind, which has boosted my confidence. Because before I came here, I used to be very quiet, but now I'm very talkative.
It helps the carers as well, because they are going out. They've got their own time. They know the trainees are here, they're safe.
It was a saviour for me, knowing that he was somewhere safe, that he did something that he enjoyed, learned a new skill.
But apart from that, I think it's good for Andrew, because I think it's helping his independence. I think it's good for him to have a break from us, to be mixing socially with other people, meeting other people, getting to know other people.
So tangible, measurable benefits from her point of view. And other service users, carers, families, again, just talk about the transformation that dead loved ones have gone through, and the confidence that they've got as well from attending Frame of Mind.
I mean, I know, because with my own son, we looked after him for 42 years, and then he came here, and then he left home. Well, it's fantastic. I mean, he now does his own shopping, he does his own cooking. Well, he looks after himself.
Because if I hadn't come to Frame of Mind, it does make me wonder, you know, would I have still been sort of shut out from everything, you know?
When taking the holistic approach with service users, frame of mind forms a vital part of their whole care package, really. That I think you can give somebody an injection, leave them in their flat, that will cope with a bit of their illness, but unless you're reintegrating them, unless you're actually offering them some stimulus to the brain and some social activities as well, it's only half the picture. So you need to look at the whole package.
So what we've done is we've put measures in place so that people can come and start as soon as possible. So we get the initial facts assessment done, which basically identifies whether the person's eligible for funding. Then once that's been agreed, then the person comes down here 1 day a week. And what we're doing there is saying, is the service right for the person? So after 2, maybe 3 weeks, we can tell that, and they can tell this is the place for them, and we can provide the range of services that they need. From that point on, we then press on to get the other multitude of paperwork done so that people can receive the funding.
College doesn't fill what Frame of Mind are looking to do. Volunteer work doesn't fill the void that Frame of Mind are doing.
And what really appealed to me about Frame of Mind is that they create a very, well, it is a normal working environment, but there's no pressure. So it's like a stepping stone back for me, because the plan for me is hopefully eventually to return to employment.
There is nothing like us that gently, supportively encourages people back into employment. Not in this environment that is a real business environment.
Where people can come and feel safe, where they can feel not judged, and yet they can be seen to be doing work that is real. They're not being patronised. They're doing real work in a safe environment that people want to buy, and that gives them mental health benefits and, of course, physical health benefits, because it all ties in.
As soon as we leave here, we have to go round Mum so she can show what she's done, and everybody can notice a change since she's been coming.
I just wish you could have seen him before he come here, because he is completely different now.
I thoroughly enjoy it. I look forward to it each week to come here. It gets me out of the house and meeting people, which is what I'm trying to do.
You know, this was his lifeline.
We're all one big happy family.
It's given a lot of motivation back. It's a nice feeling.
Family life is so much better, and I'm glad that he's been able to be given that support to actually move forward.
Well, if I hadn't been for Frame of Mind, I'd still be in limbo, going round and round and round. It was because of coming to Frame of Mind, I was able to use Frame of Mind first of all to do the framing, obviously, but it also looked like I was getting out there. People then suddenly said, well, hang on a minute, this guy isn't wasting his time, he's trying to do it back to work, and then I was given the opportunity to work. So by using Frame of Mind that way, it's brilliant.